Sure. And we did it. We made it to the duck pond. Look at how gorgeous. Whoa. Quack, quack, quackity, quack, quack. Good morning, love streamers. Good morning. It is, or good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, good no time. No time because we're all connected, aren't we? And the only thing that matters is this moment right now. Hello, beloveds. We are here at the so-called duck pond in Juno Beach. Let me show you how cute it is. I believe we are live. We are live with the love family all over the world. Yes, baby, I see. I see we are populating. How's everyone doing? Are you looking forward to speaking QUACK-alese or whatever gibberish our beautiful duckies and birdies and squirrels, maybe lizards, maybe who knows what. But look at this gorgeous statue of Madame Monsieur Pelican. Isn't that nice? Hope you can see it effectively. So I'm so blessed to be with you today. Welcome to Frolicking with Frumming Frannie. And what my focus is, because I love alliteration, is speaking to reactivity, which we've all been programmed to be reactive, right, beloveds? I was for a long time. I still get triggered just like the rest of us. We all human, right? Let me just show you before I get into it. This is a wonderful little spot to have lunch. Oh, look at this gorgeous doggy. What kind of doggy is that? Oh, look at this cute palm. Oh my, oh, he's busy doing his. I don't want to catch him in the middle of his private time. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Look at you. Oh my goodness, he knows how cute he is.
Yeah.
Mommy's pretty cute too. Let's not discount the humans. Have a beautiful day.
Yes.
Aw. So, oh, this area is kind of sealed off. I wonder why, but Mr. Frannie and and I've had many of nice little lunchies here on the lanai or whatever you want to call it. Okay, now it may take a moment. I can see we're live, so this is a good thing. So happy, blessed day, afternoon, evening. I know many of you are on. Just know that it takes a while to populate sometimes, but I will see your comments in terms of populating with your comments. But look at this pretty place. Here, I want to show you the fountain before I start babbling in duck-alese. Quackity quack quack quack. I don't see any ducks yet. Isn't that pretty? Look at this pretty duck pond. How gorgeous is this, right? So, look at how fun my glasses are. It is so important that we never stop that feeling of wonderment that kids have, you know, ooh, this is new and that's new and that's new. And it took me a long time to remember that joy, that childlike playfulness. And it's so important. And as many of you know, I have taught inner child workshops for decades, and now I combine them with reprogramming. I'm not, by the way, those of you who are wanting to go to the center today, don't come today, next week. I occasionally teach private workshops outside of the center on Sundays, which I am doing today. Ooh, the sun came out right when I said that. So I don't believe in any coincidences that aren't powerful. Everything is a coinciding experience, isn't it? And I just want to say, I have to change hands. What's wrong with your old hand, Frannie? We are all our best audiences. If you fall madly freaking in love with yourself, you stop caring what other people think of you. As long as you're coming from kindness and heart and joy, And for many, many years, I was reactive because I was paralyzed by shame, guilt, fear, all of those lower frequencies, blame, right? And I believe this is nobody's to blame, by the way, from my experience. You know, I think maybe I will. Oh, look, we have some birdies here. There are no segues here, by the way. Segues are for kids. Although, shh, never totally grew up. We have just some doves. Not just, I'm not diminishing. Oh, I think I hurt the doves' feelings. It flew away. Doves are so beautiful. As a matter of fact, I think they incarnate my my blessed biological birth mother's soul. Danny, Mr. Frannie, I don't know what I'm calling him that today. I'm just being obnoxious, knows that. So as far as reactivity goes, what I've learned is, for me, the easiest way to not be reactive is to have fun with it. Really easy to say, Franny, when it's about losing a whole bazillion dollars, or you just got in a car accident or everything. Right. But the more we practice this with smaller, easily to digest, hug-sized, bite-sized experiences, and when your stomach clenches or you feel adrenalized, you feel triggered by a memory, which is what? You're just marinating in the past. And listen, I have the cred to talk about this. Why? Because I was a professional international memoirist for decades. And at first it was super healthy. And I feel it's really important to share this with you folks who don't really know why I speak to not going into backstory. But there's a reason for it. In my case, it was extremely healing for quite some time because I was brought up with a secret and it paralyzed me essentially. I felt stuck because when you have a secret that you're told repeatedly is going to get you and your family killed if you reveal it. I got ahead of myself because I was distracted by this gorgeous tree, which I'll show you in a minute. It actually, in my case, and we're all different, beloveds, in my case, it paralyzed me. And I was able to function quite well in many ways as a performer, dramatic performer, and a comedian and different things, and a teacher, but I kept coming up against paralyzing, like really serious, way more than stage fright or anything like that. And I tried many different modalities, nothing worked. So long story short, fast forward, I knew intuitively that it had to do with the secret that I was hoarding, that I was holding, that I was squashing down my body about our family story. So I decided to transform that into a solo show because that was, that was the work that I was doing, was performing on a little bit in TV film, but mostly live. And I told my family that that was my intention. Well, they were less than thrilled. Ooh, there's a beautiful birdie. I'll show you. Oh, it's flying so fast. I don't know if you can see that. Gorgeous. So bottom line, out of a desire to protect me, they're not all members of my family, but many of them, including my blessed father, who was 86, living undercover, secret, undercover, in his native Vienna. I'm not going to get into the story. You can always find me online. I have a traditionally published memoir and yada, 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 all that. If you Google my name, do a search for my name. Duck, duck, go, my name. No ducks yet. Speaking of ducks. Oh, I don't know if they're here today. Where are those ducks? But anyway, I'm going to just, before I finish the story, because as I was saying, I'll leave it to cliffhanger for those of you who are just tuning into me for the first time. Dun, 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 dun. Cliffhanger. I can't see comments today. It's interesting. Wonder if it has to do with the connection or people y'all are in church. Let me see. I'm going to hit overlay. Okay. Should be there. Okay. So it's probably just going to come up a little later. But before I get there, I want to show you how beautiful this tree is. Look at how gorgeous this is. It's hundreds of years old. Do you see that? Can you see the roots? Look at this root system. So we have to go over and touch that tree. I got to touch it. I know you want to touch it. I know you want to touch the tree. I'm going to touch a tree for you. Ooh. Wow. You can just really, really feel this. If you're ever feeling cockapoo, go hug a tree. And there's a beautiful documentary called The Secret Life of... Oh, there's a duck. Shh. Quack, quack, quack. Quack-a-quack-a-loo. I'm going to speak in QUACK-alese. It'll understand me. Quack-a-quack-a-quack. Quack, quack, quackity-quack. It's running away from me. It's scared. Thinks I'm going to... We don't like duck à l'orange. Quackity-quick-quick-quack. Quacky-lo. Quacky-cat. Quacky-quack-quack. Oh, it likes it. It's coming back. Quacky quack quack. Quack 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 quack. Can't believe I'm doing this. Quack. Do not have me institutionalized. Quackity quick quick quack. Okay, here comes some power walkers. Quackity quick 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 quack. Quack quack quack. Quack, okay, they have earphones on, which is good. You see, here's the thing. Good morning. I'm speaking QUACK-alese. They're like, sure you are, honey. Quackity quick quack quack. Okay, he went away. I think I got duck shaming, but you know what? See, that's the thing. So after I told my story, my family was going to look at how cool this person looks on their bike. Essentially, what happened with me is it healed me massively. And here's the good news. Members of my family, many members of my family, thanked me. And I'm not going to get into too much detail now, because the reason I'm bringing this up is it was extremely healing for a while to go into backstory. And I attracted Hollywood, Arthur Hiller, who I worked with for 12 years, a legendary director of Love Story, yada, yada, yada. And this is not to boast, but to let you know, I have a basis for teaching my workshops and having the guideline that we don't go into backstory. And so many quantum physicists speak to it, neuroscientists. I mean, this is not just little Frannie Sheridan's experience. Because what happened ultimately is, although sharing, sorry, getting some hair in my eyes, the truth that was a secret healed me, ultimately, it made me sick, because I was, after the healing had happened, I was literally ripping like a scab off over and over. And because I was playing all the parts of my family, and I was going into the dark backstory, and it made me actually physically ill. I created all kinds of things, and then it was a gift. I stopped telling the story, and it led to me healing myself through a variety of modalities and teaching workshops on self-healing. And it all has to do with meditation and controlling reactivity, feeling it to heal it is fine. But if feeling it is an addiction, if that juice, that adrenaline, that chemistry has been something that your body has experienced as an addiction for a long time, and it is either shame, blame, fear, guilt, any of those. Essentially, if your body has been at war with itself and others, as opposed to at peace with itself and others, then you know, my beloveds, this is not good for you. So that's when we have to reprogram. It takes time. Be gentle with yourself. Because how long have you been practicing reacting if all of a sudden your bank account or your body or your family, and listen, of course, we're going to react, but how long are you going to marinate in pain, in worry, in fear, in all of that? we're hurting ourselves. And this is going to be taught in grade school, kindergarten, and earlier, if it hasn't already begun. Because you know, and I know, this heals people. So I was able to heal myself with a few different modalities and techniques, and I taught workshops internationally. I began to do that work. I will be, by the way, starting a new audiobook this week. It's going to take me a little while to put it together, which is really part 2 of what happened after I wrote my memoir. Why do I teach these freaking workshops now? You know, and today I'm teaching a private one, so please don't come to the center until next week. Call us. 561-531-7178 if you want to know about our Sunday workshops at lovinglightregeneration.com. So I occasionally teach privates. But what I want to tell you is you are so powerful, beloveds, my soul family. I love you so freaking much. And just because of that, even though I don't see one other duck, it's sort of not that sunny. And it's a little cool for Florida. A little cool. It's probably already in the early 70s. It was like in the 60s and stuff it's nice change, a really nice change of weather. But look at this duck pond. And now we're going to from the frick out of them. We're going to from while I think it's time we do a little frumming to Since It's December, our favorite holiday tune. Or how about Joy to the World, which is a holiday tune. No, maybe not. How about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Does that speak to your beautiful souls? Are you frumming along with me? So if the internet is slow and I'm coming in slow, believe me, I'm feeling great. Okay, you ready? And also, I want to encourage you to remember that the little child in you never died. Doesn't matter if you're 94 or 19 or 9. We have that in us to reactivate anytime we want. So and while I said that, by the way, I got angel feathers in my mouth. It's so funny how the universe provides for you with humor. When I left the car and I started walking to this beautiful duck pond here in Juno Beach, Florida, which is about 20 minutes from our center. See the fountain? I started thinking about the importance of not going into backstory, catching it, right? Just like, listen, you might be used to having, sugar all the time, but then you reprogram yourself and you make a decision. What's good for you, right? And I'm no angel. I, have some beautiful dark cacao every day. Different, not every day, but a lot. But reprogramming is where it's at, brothers and sisters. So while I was thinking about that and leaving the car this morning, coming to this beautiful duck pond, I'll show you the fountain. I walked by a car and the license plate said gag when I was thinking about not talking about backstory. And I just think I just know, I just feel, I just believe, I feel it in every freaking fiber and cell and mucosae and Felucia. I'm going to make up words now. And schmingly poopin' of my body that, the universe is a blessed, beautiful, warm, loving place and reflects exactly what can you imagine what kind of beings we'd be if when we were young, we were told the creator, the divine, the unified field of love, the big, hopscotch dancer on a motorcycle eating beeswax on a cheeseburger in the sky. It doesn't matter what you call the unified field of love, beloveds, we are all part of it. If we were told that the creator, the divine, God, Goddessa wants us to have everything, as opposed to being told that we are living in sin and that we're sinners and all of this. Okay, yes. Kindness, love, goodness, sharing, all of those traits. My blessed brothers and sisters, you know who you are. So that being said, it's so important to remember the little child in us is always loved and is always part of us. And it's so important to be playful And so part of what I have been told I inspire is I give people the permission not to care what other people think of them, not being unkind, not being nasty, not being aggressive, but being silly. So check out the boots. We're going to do a little frumming and a little skipping. Oh, yeah. And we're going to do it to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Are you ready? You got your hum on? I want you to practice. You cannot feel stressed out when you're humming if you do it at least 3 times. Why? Because humming creates a space between your nervous system and your emotions. You cannot feel stressed out. So we're going to hum together. And I said so you better buck up with your frumming. That's called frumming because my name's Frannie. Ready? So we're going to do some skipping. All right, you ready? Here we go. We're going to do this to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ready? All righty. Here we go. Rudolph, right? Maybe the ducks will come out. Lips together. One more time. It's nothing like skipping and humming. Woo! Big finish. Well, I'm having fun. Anyway, I love you all so much. If you know anyone who could use a little cheer, a little direction about how to mitigate stress in their lives, which really are a lot of people who maybe can use a little silliness, a little love, a little playfulness, please feel free to share this with them. We are all here to be kind to each other. Look at this beautiful fountain. So someday when I have a little more time, I'll go around the whole duck pond. And when it's warmer, the quackers will be out. But for now, I just want to say I love you all so much. This is a privilege to go live frolicking with Frumming Frannie. I get to do this. And I will be doing this all over the world. Not immediately, but it's in the cards and things are coming together and it's exciting. Some really nice offers. So everything in divine timing. So beautiful. I just walked by a giggling dude. He's listening to something funny. I love it. Don't you love humans? And look, we've got a couple people over there having a little picnic. Isn't this gorgeous? I have to go because I'm teaching a private workshop in Palm Beach. So got to get back to the center, pack up. And I'm so privileged. I love you all so deeply. And I'll see you soon. All right. So much love. Thank you for spreading the truth of who you are. Remember how powerful and loved you are, beloveds. How powerful and loved you are. You're magnificent. All right. I love you. And we'll do more frumming, more extensive frumming. And if you want to check out, I'm, what is it now? I forget the name of my YouTube channel, but you can find it. I will put it in my, when I get a second, I'll post it below, but you can always find it on my page, on my Facebook page. I think it's Frannie's Beauty Secrets Inside and Out. It's the same name as my Facebook page, and I have all kinds of posts there, and I believe I'm going live in both places now. So blessings to everyone from me and the ducks. All righty. And stream. All right. Love, love, love.